Okay, so here's the frontal, and I got this frontal from Tressence hair company. I'll put it down below, and it came in this pretty packaging right here, which is like a blue bag. I'll put the pricing and everything down below so you guys can purchase from them. But this is how the frontal looks. It's a deep wave frontal. Oh, these are the baby hairs right here. Bleach the frontal in order to get rid of those little dots and to make it look more scalp-like. Okay guys, so here's the frontal, and I'm going to be dyeing the frontal. This is the dye I'm going to be using. It's the REVLON COLORSILK in the color Natural Blue Black. So this is the foil that I'm going to be using to process the hair. This is the conditioner that I'm going to be using, which is by SUAVE. Once I bleach my frontal, I will use this neutralizing shampoo to get rid of all the product so that it won't over process. Okay, so once the frontal is completely covered, it should look something like this. And make sure all the front of the frontal is completely covered so that it can process. It looks like it's already processing, so I'm going to cover it with the foil and come back in about 30 minutes, and this should be done.
That little cold, okay,
Okay, so while the frontal is processing, I'm just gonna dye the hair a blue-black color. This is step 1, this is step 2. Check it, something like that. We're just gonna snip the top off.
You my type, oh damn, I think I like you. I do. You from another universe. Not from this world. You not from planet Earth. Ordinary girl. Cause I've been mingling, and I still ain't find nobody similar. Man, where she at? Cause I'm missing her. I hate it, but I ain't quitting her. My ass hating on the low, she trying to get to her. I made a wish for her. Is it her? Cause I'm sipping sir, and my vision blurred. I'ma call her honey bun. I've been looking for you. Baby, where you from?
So, checking on the frontal here. It's been processing for about 30 minutes now, but for the most part, the knots are bleached. You don't see black dots. So, yeah, it looks pretty good.
I've been looking for you.
You guys, this is a very high quality frontal. This is how it looks after I blow dried it, because I had to blow dry it to make the process quick. So now I'm just about to dye my frontal jet black. It's really, the frontal is like really thick, like it's thick. It's just really good quality, guys. I don't know if y'all could tell, but this frontal is bomb. It's bomb. It's thick, not thin, little to like, it's no shedding. It's just amazing, y'all. So now I'm just about to dye it. For those small spots that you can't get to, like if some of the bleach accidentally like got on, some of the bleach accidentally got on the front of the hair right here, you just take a mascara wand, wash it real good, and you apply the dye to that. So yeah, I'm just about to dye this blue black. So here's the frontal, and here is the elastic, and measure it on your head and then do half of where it fits so that it stretches to that capacity, if that makes sense. So if your head is this wide, cut half of it in order for your frontal to fit in the stretch so it can have a snug fit. Okay guys, so I measured out a closure that I had, and it literally fits around my whole head. So to get the sizing for my frontal, I just did half of that because I already know this fits my head. But you should measure it on your own head, in your own discretion or whatever. And I'm just gonna go on the frontal on the sides and sew it down. That makes sense. So wherever the hairline starts, that's where you want to sew the frontal so that the stretch, so that it can be tight. And I start by putting the needle through the back of the frontal. So I go straight through. So the thing is placed on top. I go straight through. So once you secure this stitch, you're gonna go ahead and cut off any extra thread that might be hanging. And this is how it should look. The stitching should be right at the edge where the baby hairs are. So this is the front of the frontal. the stitching right where the baby hairs are on both sides. And yeah. So that's when you're gonna fit it on your head. I look at my y'all. But once you see that everything fits securely and how you want it to, you're gonna cut off the excess lace. So you're just gonna take the frontal and cut off the excess lace. Just start like here and pretty much just, my baby hairs are like in the way. If your baby hairs are in the way, spray them down with water. And like brush them back so that you can see what you're doing. My nail is hideous. I'm so ashamed. Okay. You're just gonna look. Cut.
Carry my mind, always been on one end. I feel outside of my zone, run out of time. Shit, can't waste any time now. Can't waste any time now. You can tell me anything you want, I'll forget about it. Tell me what you want, anything, I'll do best without it. I can't tell what happened last night. Did I act right? Never can be slept, never can be slept, never can be slept, never can be slept.